What's up? Another day, another adventure with your homeboy, Jermaine. And getting this video started off, we are in the car. We got DoorDash on here, and over here we're gonna cut Uber on. Now this week is Dreamforce week. Dreamforce week used to be the busiest week in the city. It's not anymore. Like, this week has been crazy slow. There are a few requests popping up, but like, I don't want to accept this one because I just hit accept, but I don't want to accept that one because that's not much money. There is no surge right now, and I'm getting a lot of rides like this, like rides that want me to go to the North Bay, pick someone up, and then take them all the way to the airport. Like, I'm not gonna do that either. Like, that's way too far. Like, that's not enough money. I kind of want to work like downtown because downtown is very convenient. Okay, here's another one for 13 something. No, this is Wednesday so far, and no, I don't think it's been that busy. Rides have been very mediocre, right? There's been no surge, no bonuses. I have to make sure I accept rides that don't drop off at 4th Street because 4th Street was closed yesterday. And yeah, that's what I got going on in this video. So let's get this one started. Oh, but here's a decent one right here. Yeah, I'll accept that one. But now it's telling me to make a right turn, and I can't make a right turn right now because I am in the far left lane. And I would have to cross over 3 lanes. Y'all know how Uber be doing you. But anyway, y'all, let's get this video started. Ow! Okay, first ride down. And how much was this payout? And that payout was, if I can remember, I think it was like $10.50. I am not screenshotting the trips on this video. I probably should have, but I forgot to screenshot the first one. And then before I dropped off the other passenger, I accepted the next trip and did not screenshot the ride request. But I think this next one is only $4, but this next one is like a 1-minute pickup. And it's probably going to be a 15-minute drop-off, and it's only paying out like $5. So, yeah. And the reason why I say it's going to be a 15-minute drop-off because it's going in that high traffic area by the Moscone Center. And, yeah. All right, we just dropped off another passenger. Now, the problem with this drop-off is I am dropping off at the Dreamforce, which is a lot of traffic. So I'm going to have to get out of this traffic. I probably won't get any requests right now because there's a bunch of Uber cars around me. And if requests are coming in, it's gonna, have to go through all of us cars, right? So my guess is once I get off of this street and probably drive a few blocks up, I'll get another request. And my guess is the next request will be from a hotel nearby. Like, I won't have to leave the financial district. That's one thing I do like about working events in Soma. You could just drive down to the financial district and you could stay in the financial district the whole morning because people are leaving the hotels and they're going to the event. But I have to make sure Stockton Street is not closed, because if Stockton Street is closed like it was yesterday, traffic is just going to be a nightmare and it's going to be really hard to make money. But so far we're at $19.20 and we've been online for, I don't know, the active hours have been 31 minutes, but I've actually been online for 37 minutes. So that's actually not so bad. But as the day go on, we'll have to see how those numbers change. All right, pretty much the only requests I'm getting are requests like these, like $5, $6, no surge. Here's another one for, $6. Let's see. But this takes us right to that zone where we're going to get caught in traffic, and who knows, we might catch this one or we might not. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't even pay that much, and it's going to take a while. But I feel like all the requests will be like that. Oh, and it's at the Ritz-Carlton. I hate going to the Ritz-Carlton. Oh my gosh, that place is, I don't like going there. The bellman act's just really, really bougie. All right, now just finished that drop off. That one was $5.99, and I'm stuck in the same exact traffic I was stuck in after I dropped off that other rider. Going through the same scenario. I probably won't get a ride request right now until I, go around the corner and drive 2 blocks up, because there's a bunch of Uber cars right here and everyone is dropping off right here and getting ready to make that right turn off of Howard onto 3rd Street, because Dreamforce is taking up Howard Street. All this traffic. Let me find an order. All these Ubers around. So here's a package request that just popped up. This is 5 miles and it's $10.50. That's actually not bad. I'm actually gonna accept that, because that's I don't know if I'll be matched with it, but yeah, looks like I am matched with it, and it's on this street and it says meet curbside, so I don't have to get out of the car. But just because it says meet curbside doesn't mean that you stay in the car. Sometimes you still have to get out of the car. I'm telling you, driving on Kearney Street is like off-roading, bro. Streets is so bad around here. Okay, now we have to pick up location. I think this is picking up from a restaurant. Oh, looks like someone's coming out from the restaurant right now. This is kind of cool. Okay, thank you.
Have a nice day.
Okay, you too. Have a good day. Okay, that's nice right there. Now, only problem I see with this drop-off is it's a 23-minute drive. At least it's getting me out of downtown. See, once I go over here, I'll get some ride that wants to come back downtown. So I'll make money coming back, but I'm not going to make money now. Whoa, this traffic's gnarly. Okay, all right. So now we are right across the street from the drop-off. I see someone waiting out in the street, and it says this is a meet at curbside. So maybe this is the person right here, and they're just gonna come to the car and take the item out of the back, and I don't have to get out of the car. Yeah, I think that's how this one works. Oh, that's the restaurant across the street, which, let's see if someone comes outside without me taking it in. Let's see if they actually come outside, because sometimes they do come outside, sometimes they don't. Don't look like they're coming outside. Maybe they just don't know I'm here, but I guess I'll get out and take it. Yeah. Okay, so once again, with a delivery like this one, you're pretty much supposed to drive up. The person puts the thing in your car, and then you drive, and then someone takes the thing out of your car. That's why I kind of like doing these deliveries. But it doesn't usually work like that, because they're so used to Uber drivers bringing stuff into the restaurant that they just don't leave the restaurant. So when I went to drop it off, I dropped it off right by the front door, so the people had to come from around the back counter to go get it, just because they were supposed to meet me on the street technically, but they did not meet me on the street, and I was just nice to just go in and take it, give it to them. Because I know some drivers will literally wait outside for like 20 minutes for the people to come out. And they just won't get out of the car and go take the item and drop the item off to the customer, which is kind of insane. But I don't want to do that. I'll just drop the item off to the customer so I can get another ride. And it is almost 9. There is zero surge. And once again, this is one of the busiest weeks of the year. We got another $4.32 request coming up, which we're definitely not going to take this. This is just way too far. It's 1.6 miles and it's 0.3 miles to get there. Like, no. It's pretty dang slow. We are at $35 for the day. Here's another one for $8.58. It's 4.1 miles. That's still a little too far at this hour, at that price. I mean, at least that should be like $12 like at least at this hour, Okay, we're forced to take this one because there's nothing else good. And this is not a good offer, but it'll get me out of this area. Now, I know some of y'all might wonder, Jermaine, why don't you like to pick up from like the Four Seasons and fancy places like that? Well, the main reason I don't like to pick up from fancy places is because when you pick up from the Four Seasons, you see a bunch of like fancy like cars parked around, like Escalades and stuff like that. And I don't drive like a fancy car like that. I just drive UberX. So when people stay at places like that and they request UberX and UberX pulls up, the bellmans are always used to like all these fancy cars out. So when you pull up in like, a Chevy Bolt or a Prius, the bellmen, they act funny a lot. You know what I mean? Like they'll just act like all snobby and stuff. And I'm just like, bro, I don't even want to deal with that. But when I picked up this person from the Four Seasons, I didn't actually see the bellman because I didn't pull into the hotel. Also, sometimes I have heard bellmen say like, don't drive into here, like pick up on the street, because maybe they want like maybe guests to just drive in, or maybe they just want, fancy cars to drive in around the front area, So I kind of like to avoid places like that. And I don't know, some of those people can kind of be pretty dang strict. Once again, I am driving UberX. I'm not driving a Cadillac or, some fancy car with all the bells and whistles. Like I'm basically driving, a small compact car. So if you're a 7 foot tall guy, my car is small because it's an UberX vehicle. It ain't an Escalade or a Suburban or a Tahoe or whatever y'all be riding in with all that corporate money. Okay, let's see. This is a decent one. Let's see if I can catch it. I mean, it's decent enough, but of course that was already taken. No, I can't accept this one either. That's 7.3 miles to drive 1 point. Okay, this is not too bad, but it'll take a while to complete. Wow, this is insane. It is 9:31. I'm just parked on the side of the road. And how much have we made? We're at $44. We're over by Embarcadero. And this is just insane. This is just the reality of, driving for Uber. It ain't what it used to be. And I remember Dreamforce, like literally one of the best times to work. I don't know, not anymore. Not anymore. I can't even get no surge, no bonuses, no nothing, because they've lowered the rates so much. You need surge and you need bonuses to make money, because the fares are so low. Fares are incredibly low. But it's not like this every day, and it's also not like this for every driver. It's like this for me. I talk to other drivers. I just text one driver right now. He started at 6:30 and it's 9:30 right now, and he's at 120. I'm at like $44. I started at 7:30. Insane. And we got these people about to take all of our jobs too. Zooks. Who knows when they're rolling out? They're probably rolling out very soon. That's their test vehicle. All right, now I think I'm gonna call it done for the morning. We are at $44. $44. We did 5 trips, got 14 points. We're online 1 hour and 31 minutes, and we got $44. That is, the active hours was 1 hour and 34 minutes. We're online for 2 hours and 21 minutes. Once again, this is one of the busiest weeks in the city, and it's just not busy. So now I am over at the EV charger, just charging up, and kind of interesting. I actually still have the app running, and that's kind of insane when you're sitting at the EV charger and you got the app running and there's no requests coming into the app. You know, that's just insane. Like, there's no requests. I've been here for like 10 minutes, 12 minutes, not one request. So I guess this is the reality for some drivers. This is not the reality for every driver, because once again, I know drivers that are just getting pinged left and right. Me, myself, this driver is not getting those good pings, and right now I'm not getting any pings. And once again, there's like 20,000 extra people in the city or something like that. Insane. I don't make the rules. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this one up. We'll make another vlog tomorrow, maybe. We'll see how this video do online, because I ain't did a video like this, you know, driving Uber in a while, because for the most part it ain't worth making these videos, because I don't really make a lot of money anymore. So it's not fun to make a video saying, oh, I made $200 in the lunch rush or $200 in the morning rush. It's more like I'll make $44 during the morning rush, you know, and $44 is not glamorous. People are not gonna like watch and follow because I'm making so little money. But I don't know, maybe I should actually make videos showing how little money I make. Maybe I should break the trend, right? Because then people might watch. They might watch and say, wow, you're not making any money, you know, and then maybe I'll get popular for that, right? But anyway, for now, I'm gonna wrap this one up. Like, comment, subscribe. Love all of y'all. See y'all later. Peace out, yo. Ow! Make sure y'all Uber on. Let me know what y'all think about this video down in the comments below. Bye-bye.